Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is Darenk, and today we're gonna look a little bit more at Sudden Strike 4. So as I said last episode, we're gonna look at the German campaign. There are 7 missions, going here from the invasion of France to Operation Barbarossa, invading the Soviet Union, to Stalingrad, and then going back to when the Allies invade here in France, and then it ends with the Battle of Bulge, which is basically when the German army stops functioning. I mean, arguably, you're already here. This is when things look pretty bad, but the German army itself is still operational. Over here, after the Battle of the Bulge, it was very, very clear that Germany will collapse quickly. But Battle of Sedan, that's when we invade France and where we actually have a lot of support. We're going forward. Difficulty, it's only normal and easy. Once you get 3 stars, which is just getting points in the mission by killing things, you can do the challenge. So you have to earn 3 stars to unlock the challenge boat. And if you do this, ammunition shortage, you have limited ammo supply, which is important. Remember, if you have no ammo, your tanks can't shoot. For now, we're just going to do the mission. If you guys want to see the challenges, let me know. That's something I could do. I could make a video. This is how you do the challenge. But I want you to be able, let's say you're struggling with this game. Do this, that way you can play it. So we're gonna play it on normal for now. Even so I already completed it for 3 stars. Alright, so here's a little story behind it. So we're invading France, Falgelb or Case Yellow, and we're basically trying to outmaneuver the French and British armies, which are located here in Belgium, because they were expecting the Germans to come in from this way. We kind of outmaneuvering them, and we try to close a gigantic pocket behind them. Alright, so we have a protected line here, 100 bunkers, strong artillery, and we're trying to get in them. Alright, so another important thing is you have different leaders. If you're out for achievements, I would recommend doing everything in the same leader, because that's an achievement. We have an infantry doctrine, which basically makes your infantry more effective. I already have a lot of stars, but when you start, you only get the starting things, so that's what we're gonna do. Infantry drills, hand grenades, and piggybacking, which is probably the weakest. Hand grenades are nice, and infantry drills are nice. You can get Guderian with armored doctrine, so if you like tanks, this is probably what you want to go to. That makes the tanks better. Your crew survives when a tank explodes, which is good. It means I can go and take over another tank, for example. And the hedge, the vision is better, which makes your tanks more independent of infantry, which is good. Because infantry is very vulnerable. Or we can go to support here. Support is it helps tanks, it helps artillery, it helps infantry. So this is the one I like the most. Von Bock here is the field marshal for this. So our artillery is more accurate, which is very useful. Our mechanics actually heal tanks. So for this, you can fix the tracks, for example, but the hit points of the tanks you can't fix. Now with this, you can get it up to 50% at least. We have smoke grenades, which are great. Vision is freaking important in this game. Smoke grenades can help a lot. Let's say you want to outmaneuver somebody, you can throw a smoke grenade, outmaneuver them, and now you can attack them from behind. And the towing hooks can be very important as well. So recon vehicles like tanks, self-propelled anti-aircraft vehicles can pull guns. Alright, so we're gonna take that. I'm not gonna put any points in here, because if you would play this for the first time, you wouldn't have any points.
Cross the bridge over the River Mars before the French blow it up.
So we gotta push up to the bridge, cross the bridge, and then take out the bunker system here. And then your artillery behind you. Alright, start the mission, and let's see what we can get. Battle of Sedan, May 1940. Alright, so 1940, still very early in the game, or in the war. So we have Panzer IIIs, which are not very great tanks, but better than nothing. And we basically have a lot of submachine guns and rifle infantry. We do have some medics here as well. Later you get snipers, you get anti-tank soldiers with Panzerschrecks or bazookas, and you get machine gunners. But that's what we have right now, and we have Sturmgeschütz, so we have self-propelled artillery here. Alright, so it's a game. It looks amazing. We can send a soldier in here, for example, and the taller the building, the further you can see. So you can imagine he looks out this window and you can see, maybe there's some French here. No. Alright, so we don't need to do this. As you saw before, vision is really bad on tanks, so you kind of want artillery to move forward first. And problem with infantry to move forward first. Problem is, right now they're fired well, so when they see somebody they will shoot right away and give away their position. I don't want that, so my scouts, I take this off. That way they don't get seen and attacked. Oh, look at that. Bunch of tanks coming. I have vision because of this guy. They do not. So I could take this tank out before he could even attack me. And look at that. Tank is still alive. Let's move up our tanks. Secure it. By securing it, I just mean, you know, making sure my tanks don't shoot it down. What I can do now? I can go ahead. Oh, there's a guy here. I can go ahead, and now it's my tank. So I gained a tank here. I can repair it. Remember, I can repair it up to 50%, so I can repair it up to 60. I can repair the engine. There you go, I gained a tank. And if you wonder how you get stars, killing people, taking over equipment is the best way of getting experience. And then there's some other challenges, achievements. I don't know, can you see them? No. Like attacking things from behind, backstabber. You have air support, destroying things with air support. All that will give you points if you want going for the stars. But the best thing for the stars is, you know, sweep the whole map and take out people. Look at that, the French left us a anti-tank gun there. So let's go ahead. I actually would like to riflemen. Riflemen are your weakest units. Go ahead, take over that anti-tank gun, and now we have an anti-tank gun here. Alright, so our scouts, again, we want to keep them into the forest, so that's wrong guy. So they're hard to see, and that way they can make sure we don't get outflanked. We should send a tank up here, just in case there's something here in this field. Actually, as a matter of fact, here's the road. Sure, there's something up there. So let's send 2 tanks and this guy up here. Send a few infantry. I don't want to get flanked. I don't want like something to come from up here and hit me on the side. So let's make sure there's nothing up there. Again, you guys, you know, you can play it whatever you want. Look at that. There's a bunch of French soldiers there. 1939, 40. They're not gonna have any anti-tank grenades, anything. So my tanks are actually perfectly safe. The only thing that can hurt us are the tanks and anti-tank guns. See that put out a flare? Oftentimes it means that, look at that, support gun. So we can see this because it's probably a tank, it's loud, and it makes noise. We can hear it. We don't know what it is, but we can hear it. So it's a tank. You can see they have the commander out because they don't have any infantry support, but they want to see us. Oh, there's a tank coming from behind. Oh, the tractor. Well, dude, you took the wrong time to drive this thing. Yeah, so he died. Oh, look at that. Our engine got hurt, so we do have a repair truck, right? It is. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna move these guys up at the same time as we move these guys up, so that way that side is at least secured. And then again, this is not StarCraft, you don't have to play like super fast. You can take your time, and I would actually recommend playing this slow. I have to play a little bit faster because I'm recording this as well. Look at that, there's another rifleman there. And he's running away. This is smart. Don't be afraid in this game to ever retreat. You have a guy up there, you see there's way too much. You want to approach it differently. Retreat. It's fine. Let's move up our armies. Don't forget this guy. Again, I'm a bit more aggressive because I know it's the first mission. I know it's 1940, so there's not too much anti-tank equipment. So my tanks should be fine. If you go into Barbarossa against the Russians, you don't want to do this because we're probably gonna get picked apart by Russian anti-tank guns and T-34s. So we're just moving up here. This guy's up a little bit further. See what we can find.
Infanterie
This
einsatzbereit.
guy's in there.
Bereit zum Angriff.
Actually would like to get a guy in there. That
In
would be
Bewegung,
good.
Kommandant.
So yeah, let's do that first.
Bewegung,
Guys up to the
Infanterie
tree
meldet sich
line.
zum Dienst.
See if you can move up there.
Zu Befehl.
Move you guys in here.
Jawohl.
Up,
Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig. Beeilung. Zu Befehl.
move back.
Bereit zum Angriff. Erwarte Befehle.
Definitely don't want this
Befehle,
anti-tank gun
Kommandant.
to shoot at our
Bereit zum
tanks.
Angriff.
You might die. Yeah, he needs a medic. There we go, get a medic.
Bin da, wo man mich braucht.
Come up
Bereit zum
here.
Angriff. Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig.
Well, take this guy out.
Ja, Kommandant.
We took out the anti-tank gun. Anti-tank gun, so our tanks can move up now and
Befehle.
provide cover
Erneut.
for our infantry, basically.
Ist jemand verletzt? Ja, Kommandant.
Kind of cut away the cover here, so.
Befehle. In Bewegung. Befehle, Kommandant.
Sanitäter unterwegs.
Yeah, these guys, they can't
Erwarte Befehle.
do anything.
Befehle,
Oh,
Kommandant.
healing
Ja,
troops
Kommandant.
also gives points.
Beeilung.
Alright,
Infanterie
let's get this
einsatzbereit.
guy in there. Make sure we got everything.
Befehle.
Kill this
Sanitäter
guy.
unterwegs.
Erwarte Befehle.
Alright,
Wir
perfect.
sind einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
And then these guys need to
Beeilung.
reorient
Zu Befehl.
down,
Bestätigt.
and we can help out whatever we can find there. You see, we got a
Feindliche
bronze
Einheiten.
medallion for
Jawohl. Kanone in
doing that.
Befehle, Kommandant.
Oh, you see, anti-tank gun pointing this direction, so if I send a tank this direction, that's a bad idea, but look at
Einsatzbereit,
this.
Kommandant.
These guys are in
Befehle,
perfect
Kommandant.
position to outflank this anti-tank gun. It cannot shoot up,
Sanitäter unterwegs.
so we can take these guys out pretty easy.
Bewegung, Soldaten. In Bewegung, Kommandant.
Oh, there was
Bin da,
another
wo man
tank.
mich braucht.
Wir sind einsatzbereit,
Take him
Kommandant.
out. We
Feuer.
lose. He lost his track, so he can't move. Well, we can shoot him from the side, so his armor is weak there, our armor is strong. We should win pretty easy. And then we can take out this infantry. Again, if you have low ammunition, you might want to take off the fire at will so it
Ja,
doesn't
Kommandant.
fire
Jawohl. Bereit zum
and
Angriff.
waste ammunition, basically. Alright, let's
Erwarte
move up.
Befehle.
In Bewegung, Kommandant.
I think we got everything. What's this? Transport vehicle. Alright.
Verdammt.
They managed to blow up the bridge in time. Now we must
Ah,
find
they
another
blew up
way
the
across
bridge.
the river.
Infanterie in Bewegung.
I suggest you try building a pontoon bridge over one of the fords. Watch out, though. The river banks are heavily fortified by French bunkers.
Alright, so we destroyed the bridge, so we have to build our own
Special
bridge.
attention to the
We
defense
can
of
either
the
go down
repair
here or we can
vehicles.
go
Without those
up
units,
here.
we won't be able to build a
Um,
pontoon bridge.
You know what, for the sake of showing you how to get points, we already cleared this out,
Infanterie
so there's no more points to be gotten here.
Fahrzeug
But down there,
funktionstüchtig.
there's probably still enemies here. We can take this out.
Reinforcements arrived.
Got
Kanonen
a
einsatzbereit. Kanone in
tank here, we
Bewegung.
got
Wir sind
reinforcement,
einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
3 tanks and 1 repair vehicle, perfect.
Bewegung, Soldaten.
Also, there's apparently a guy there. You can pan around the map here and kind of see what's going on, so, you know, there's little buildings there. Oh, there's a guy hiding there, so we gotta send our infantry up.
Jawohl.
We can see him. So he's hidden there. There we go. Once we see him, he's dead. What you can see here is this French flag. Those are supply depots. So here we can get ammunition back. So it's actually quite good to get. Alright, so let's
Sanitäter einsatzbereit.
get our guys up here. I always like to keep one medic in the back,
Wir sind
just in
einsatzbereit,
case my
Kommandant.
medics in the front die, which happens a lot,
Bereit für
and
die
then all
Schlacht.
my infantry dies because I can't revive them. Alright, I'm gonna be
Infanterie in Bewegung.
a very bad general here. I'm just gonna take my
Einsatzbereit,
units
Kommandant.
and tell them,
Jawohl.
A,
Jawohl.
attack. Kill anything that's
Wir
coming
bringen
up to
uns
you.
nach.
It's a very bad way of doing this because a lot of troops will probably die more than necessary.
Kanone in Bewegung.
But for the sake of
Feindliche Einheiten
speed,
gesichtet.
Kanone
that's what we're
wird
gonna do.
versetzt.
So we see there's a tank coming,
Zu Befehl.
but you know, against our absolute,
Bereit für die Schlacht.
we have so much more than they do. Not an issue. We're actually gonna just move these tanks forward,
Befehle, Kommandant.
move this way so we outflank this anti-tank gun.
Feuer eröffnen.
Bereit für die
I
Schlacht.
do have a lot of infantry there. I do want my tanks to be in front. And there's this supply depot. Right now it's still in French hands, but as soon as we move close to it,
Jawohl.
you should be able to see what we
Einsatzbereit,
can do here.
Kommandant.
What's this?
Hier kommt
Just
der
a repair
Nachschub.
vehicle.
In Bewegung,
We need these repair vehicles to build our bridge.
Bestätigt.
So,
Kommandant. Zu Befehl.
position some tanks there to support it, and then take it, build a bridge here. How you do this, you just take on your repair vehicle, it has build pontoon bridge or X,
Ja,
and there you go.
Kommandant.
Right, so we have the supply depot now, we have 10,000 ammunition and 10,000 fuel here, and now we can refuel our guns. Now the 10,000 means there would be 10,000 like bullets, like this. The tank ammunition costs a little bit more, I don't know what the ratio is exactly, but it's not, you cannot refill 10,000 tank bullets with this, or artillery bullets. It's just a generic number, you can see it's already quite down. And then we can transfer supplies in case if we had like a transport, a mobile supply vehicle. And then we can also refill, you know,
Na los!
fuel, for example. Let's say I want to refuel the fuel. You cannot do both at the same time, I can only do one unit. But now you see it will refuel the fuel. And the fuel is 1-to-1, as far as I know.
Befehle, Kommandant.
So you do have to pay attention to this. Right now in this mission it's not a huge issue, but later on,
Jawohl.
Stalingrad, for example, I mean,
Soldaten.
we're playing an army that's cut off.
Verstanden. Jawohl.
Yeah, we're gonna run out of fuel, of ammunition. You might have to leave a Tiger tank because
Ja, Kommandant.
it doesn't have any
Na
fuel
los!
anymore and it's just sitting there and it's useless.
Infanterie in Bewegung.
Yeah, so I like this about this game.
Na
It
los,
makes so
bereit
much
zum
more sense to me.
Angriff.
But it makes this game also more complicated and can scare people away. There's a bunker. Nobody in there. Perfect. So once this bridge is built, what we should do is
Ja, Kommandant.
we should get these guys up here and get into this bunker right away. Again, if you're out for stars, what I would do is go this way. There might be some guys here you can take out, maybe a few soldiers here and there. There might be something in here. Just take them out, gives you more points.
Bridge ready, Herr Kommandant.
There we go.
Fahrzeug
Right, bridge is ready. Get these guys in the bunker. Get our tanks up.
Destroy the artillery
this.
bunker ahead.
Erwarte Befehle.
Get more infantry in here.
Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig.
Get these tanks facing this direction in case something comes from that way. And then...
Befehle?
Oh, this guy needs to move. And then we should shell this. So it kind of tells us there's an artillery bunker there. So why don't we use our artillery? You can see how that
Artillery
works.
units have arrived.
To take him
Use
out.
them wisely.
Oh, we got more.
Infanterie in Bewegung.
Oh, we got artillery units. There we go. Oh, we also got a supply truck. Now we do have a mobile supply truck who can
Kanone wird versetzt.
resupply our units.
Befehle, Kommandant.
Right. So we send our guy here. If I would click here, he would just go there. So we have an extra button here, attack ground or G. So if you click that, he will just shell this area. Now you think, well, artillery, I should just shell everything all the time. You could do that, but remember, you don't have infinite amounts of ammunition. There you go. But we can shell this for a little bit until our
Funktionstüchtig.
rest comes, or what we can do is we can send a scout up
Einsatzbereit. In Bewegung,
into this wood, in the forest, and make sure that
Feindliche Einheiten
you know, we can see this actually, and all our tanks will be able to shoot it as well.
Soldaten.
There you go, there's the bunker, so we can tell this guy to stop and just attack it normally. So now you will attack it until it's destroyed, basically.
You did well.
There we go.
Now crush the enemy's main bunkers.
Alright, map expanded, so now we can move this way. We can see there's a bunker here, we can see some trenches. We do have airplanes here. It's a little bug here that these should disappear, but they don't. And we have to take out all of these guys. So let's do it next.
Wir sind einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
Let's move these tanks up a little bit, clear out this little area. We can actually see another flag here, so there's another supply depot if you need it. Let's move these guys out of the bunker, move them in here, see what we can find.
Einsatzbereit, Kommandant. Na
These
los.
guys up, this guy here.
Jawohl.
You know, take your time, move your units up.
Wir sind
It's easy to forget units, so just look at the minimap from time to time.
Einsatzbereit. Infanterie in Bewegung.
Yeah, what's going on? Look at that. Some guys here, our tanks should take care of this. Let's have this guy. You can see this building is red, means there are units there, so let's have our mobile self-propelled artillery shoot that.
Wir sind
Let's
einsatzbereit,
move our
Kommandant.
tank up a little bit more so they can hit these guys.
Erwarte Befehle.
These guys are doing okay. Once they get too low, you might want to take them out.
Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig. Erwarte Befehle. Jawohl.
And then you can look at, so there's a tank here. So you want to be ready for that guy.
Einsatzbereit,
Take one
Kommandant.
more Panzer
Einsatzbereit,
and
Kommandant.
move it right here. There's a tank coming.
Jawohl.
Let's move this guy.
Bewegung.
This is not what I wanted.
Kommandant.
You still move here.
Jawohl. Na los.
There
Befehle,
you go.
Kommandant. Wir sind einsatzbereit, Kommandant. Bereit
Let's
zum
take out that
Angriff.
tank.
Feuer!
You can see as we destroy more, our points go up. This guy doesn't even, he's like, well, no point in shooting that guy. He's just standing there not doing anything.
Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig. Ja, Kommandant. Infanterie in Bewegung. Infanterie. Wir sind
You wonder
einsatzbereit,
why can I
Kommandant.
not do the hedge? You need an officer for that, or something else, or you need doctrines for that, which I don't have. There's another tank coming. This guy's getting pretty low. Oh, couldn't get him there.
Ja, Kommandant.
Here are medics.
Befehle,
Send some
Kommandant.
help.
Bewegung, Soldaten.
Hat jemand den Doktor gerufen? Ist jemand verletzt? Befehle, Kommandant.
So these guys out.
einsatzbereit.
That was a bad
Infanterie
idea.
in Bewegung. Infanterie
These guys
einsatzbereit.
might be able to move up relatively safe.
Bin da, wo man mich braucht.
Okay, my
Hat
medic
jemand
is
den
gonna
Doktor
get
gerufen?
Ja, Kommandant.
attacked here.
Infanterie einsatzbereit.
Another medic is down too.
Jawohl. Erwarte Befehle. Ja, Kommandant.
Tanks,
Wir sind
need you to
einsatzbereit,
move up.
Kommandant. Jawohl.
move up,
Ja,
provide
Kommandant.
support, and
Bin da, wo man mich
for my
braucht.
other medic. I don't know why this guy stood up. He's still
Bereit für die Schlacht.
dead.
In Bewegung, Kommandant. Infanterie meldet sich zum Dienst. Bestätigt.
Yeah, we need vision.
Ziel
There
unter
you go.
Beschuss. Bereit zum Angriff.
There's still a tank here somewhere.
Feindliche
Oh,
Einheiten.
there's an empty
gesichtet.
tank. Perfect.
Befehle, Kommandant.
Look at that, they're killing my infantry left and right. I'm doing this
Einsatzbereit,
very, very
Kommandant.
badly.
Befehle? Bin da, wo man mich braucht. Bin da, wo man
I
mich
think
braucht.
finally we got control over here.
Transporter einsatzbereit.
So, do we have another medic?
Einsatzbereit.
Oh,
Erwarte
okay.
Befehle.
Perfect.
Sanitäter unterwegs.
Bereit für die Schlacht.
This happens to me way too often. I lose all my medics, which is why I said earlier you might want to leave one medic
In Bewegung,
back all the
Kommandant.
time.
Infanterie meldet
Are there
sich
more
zum
guys
Dienst.
here?
Erwarte Befehle.
This tank got hit again.
Ja, Kommandant. Auf dem Weg. Infanterie in
Ah, there we
Bewegung.
go.
Infanterie
Sanitäter einsatzbereit.
bereit zum
let's
Angriff.
queue up.
Zu Befehl.
There's a guy from behind here.
Erwarte Befehle. Ja, Kommandant. Befehle, Kommandant. Bewegung, Soldaten.
How did my medic die?
Einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
There you go, I have no more medic.
Brauche ein Sani!
Erwarte Befehle. Infanterie
So
einsatzbereit.
now every...
Hat jemand den Doktor
Oh no, there's a
gerufen?
medic.
Sanitäter unterwegs.
Infanterie einsatzbereit.
Where are you shooting? There's a guy here, but we can't see them. Let's just send our tank forward. This is not part of the mission, we could just ignore this, but
Befehle, Kommandant.
why not?
Erwarte
Alright, let's get
Befehle.
these guys out.
Ja, Kommandant. Bereit für die Schlacht.
Let's
Infanterie
take over this
in
tank.
Bewegung. Wir reparieren und laden.
And we need
Ja,
this guy.
Kommandant.
Oh, look there, we have a bunch of infantry down there.
Auf dem Weg.
Alright, so we got another supply depot there.
Zu Befehl. Bewegung, Soldaten.
While that's happening,
Bereit zum Angriff.
let's take care of this down here.
Bestätigt. Infanterie meldet sich zum Dienst.
And let's take out these guys, put them on here.
Auf dem Weg.
Because we can't see, I mean, obviously there's gonna be some guys there, so let's see if we can shell those. Alright,
Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig.
that should take care of that.
Ziel unter Beschuss.
And basically we're gonna have control of it. Oh, look, there's some guys there as well.
Fahrzeugantrieb beschädigt. Kanonen einsatzbereit.
Yeah, to shoot that. Alright, so they're shelling this, which is good. Let's send a scout in there, not a medic.
Sanitäter unterwegs.
The medic.
Befehle, Kommandant.
We do want to keep these medics alive. Again, there's not going to be any anti-tank guns, so we can move these guys
Erwarte
forward.
Befehle. Infanterie in
Shouldn't be an issue. Let's send
Befehle, Kommandant.
there. Let's tell you guys. Stop for a second. I can see they're sheltering pretty
Das
good.
wäre eine Infanterie
And these guys are
einsatzbereit.
almost dead.
Jawohl.
Alright, well, let's move our infantry in there.
Bewegung. Bereit für die Schlacht.
Let's keep one medic, like, back. There's more guys right there.
Wir sind einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
Oh,
Befehle,
go on there.
Kommandant.
Infanterie
this thing is
in
full.
Bewegung. Bewegung,
You go
Soldaten.
into the forest.
Wie lauten die Koordinaten?
You guys take out these Frenchies.
Einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
Sorry for anybody coming from France, but you know, it's a game right now.
Jawohl, bereit bereit zum Angriff. Fahrzeug
Alright, there
funktionstüchtig.
was a guy here somewhere. Get him.
Befehle?
Alright, looking good, looking good.
Kanone in Bewegung. Infanterie meldet sich zum Dienst. Der Feind.
Oh, look at that. Big pocket right there.
Super.
We have something here.
Wir reparieren und füllen nach. Ja,
This
Kommandant.
guy, low on ammunition, so let's resupply him.
Wir reparieren
This
und füllen
guy,
nach.
gotta repair. Alright guys, I think we gotta put a cut in here. We're almost done, but we do have to move up here and destroy all these guys, so it could take a little bit longer. So, put a cut here, let me know what you think, let me know if you want to see more. And I hope you enjoy this, because this is a game that I enjoy quite a lot, but again, I know it can be very daunting, so hopefully this helps, and, you know,
Befehle?
if not, at least you can, you know, kind of see the missions and
Erwarte Befehle. Jawohl.
maybe how it's done. Even though I'm
Wie
not a...
lauten die Koordinaten?
There's probably a much better players out there.
Einsatzbereit,
Like, I'm
Kommandant.
letting this guy die right now.
Bandagen sind einsatzbereit.
Alright guys, I see you next time. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think.